the Chiefs. What is there to say about the Chiefs that hasn't already been said? We'll pull them up. We'll look at them real quick. They've basically ran the fucking AFC for the last 4 years, 4 years. Patrick Mahomes.
They lost Tyreek Hill and replaced him with some rookies
and Juju Smith-Schuster, who I think is also going to have a sneaky kind of good year. I think he's going to be
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, I think old TikTok star Juju is going to be.
Dude, him and Pat Mahomes' brother is going to be doing fucking TikToks on the sidelines constantly. Jackson Mahomes.
And I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but Baker Mayfield, I don't know if you saw today, but he's in a new commercial already. I'm assuming during the Ohio State game, like there's like a former thing where he's in like in a college football commercial already. And he said today in a press conference, he's like, I really wish I would have been the one that came up with that t-shirt idea. He's like, I've got some subliminals in there for the Browns. And it's just like, he just can't fucking shut his fucking mouth. He can't help himself.
Move on, dude.
And it's like it's just like the Juju thing. It's like they're just both. I mean, even I think Juju quit TikTok after he got to Kansas City. I think that was like one of his things he said. So at least he's like trying.
They gave him that fucking clause that Kyler Murray got. They're just like, no fucking TikTok.
No TikToking.
Oh my God. They were like, we fucked up. We didn't put in Pat's fucking contract. We're not making the same mistake twice. No TikTok.
Dude, you got to think I guess Pat's already signed the big one, right? So he's already under. I was going to say, you got to think that Jackson's got to be in the next one, but he might not sign a new contract.
So we got the running backs, which is probably the part that I feel like on this team is definitely the biggest question mark. I don't really love Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think
as you shouldn't.
I think he's terribly inefficient.
I think he's terrible.
He lost the job to Jerick McKinnon at the end of last year, and Jerick
who's also not good.
Yes. So Jerick McKinnon used to be he used to be the Vikings guy, and then San Francisco. They thought he was going to be something, never ended up being something.
But then they got
a 7th round rookie, Isaiah Pacheco, that everybody thinks is going to be the next coming of Jesus Christ.
Fucking literally going to be taking 1-1 next year. Him or Dameon Pierce, we don't know yet.
Ronald Jones.
And then
Ronald Jones.
And then Ronald Jones, who was holding on for dear life for a fucking roster spot and somehow ended up making the team. So one of these, the cream rises to the top, as our Macho Man Randy Savage says. So I think we'll see, what will happen this year. I think if nobody comes out and becomes a good running back this year, aka if Isaiah Pacheco doesn't come out and become a good running back this year, they are drafting a running back guaranteed next year. There's none of these dudes will probably be on the team next year. Just saying. Juju Smith-Schuster, Nick kind of alluded to it. He used to be the number 1 in Pittsburgh. He used to be pretty fucking good. Now he's kind of looked like shit. He's Deontay Johnson and the fucking Canadian both made him look like the wide receiver 3. So takes a lot. What do you think about Scott? What do you guys think about Skye Moore? Do you think he could become a guy?
I am hot on Skye Moore.
I like Skye Moore, and I think that I don't like him necessarily. I don't think he's great, but I think MVS could be good in this offense. I read a stat that like his deep ball catching and like his route running deep, like he gets open quite a bit that like people just didn't or don't know because he had Devontae Adams in the offense. So I don't think he's great, but I think he is going to be better than Nicole Hardman. That's for
Do you think? I see Nicole Hardman as taking on the speedster roles on the sweeps, kind of like how Tyreek did, and on the
see that
because he has just because he has that 4.340 speed, that breakneck speed. I think they have to kind of try to emulate that. And there's going to be 140 targets out of this offense. That's got to go somewhere. And maybe Juju can take that kind of workload. Maybe he can't, which is why I kind of lean towards what you guys are saying. I think Skye Moore could be a really big beneficiary of this new offense with Tyreek being out. And if he can,
I was pissed when he got drafted before I could get him.
If he can get like a 900-yard, 70-catch season, I think it has a bright future ahead of him. And that's, probably doable in this offense. And obviously,
if I had a hot take, I think for this, like if I was to say like anything like crazy for this division, or like even like this team, I think could be the leading receiver for this team at the end of the year. Wow. I really do.
That's a pretty hot take.
Like, I just think Juju is. I think Skye Moore's going to be nice, but I think Skye Moore's going to be like the deep shot guy who, I think he's going to be a big play guy.
He's still a rookie. He's still
a rookie. I mean, Nicole Hardman has everything that. I mean, we have been waiting for him to blow up for like 2 or 3 years. I mean, every year they're like, "Is this the year where he finally?" And like he just can't do it. But there's enough now he can kind of hide in there in the 3 or 4 role and kind of do his thing. But I'm interested to see what Justin Ross. I mean, it's not this year, but Justin Ross. I'm excited for him to come back next year. If the kid out of Clemson, I mean, would have been a 1st-round pick if it wasn't for the foot injuries. I think that they've kind of like they're set up for their wide receivers this time next year can be pretty nasty.
So if you look at from a fantasy perspective, Travis Kelsey, I think, was the wide receiver 8 last year, which is crazy. As a tight end, like that's just leaps and bounds better than everybody else. Do you guys see him even getting more of an uptick with all these targets being, or do you just kind of see him staying the course, or do you think he has a chance to downgrade because of his age?
I mean, stay in the course is at best. I can't imagine a 32-year-old tight end that has gone hard.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way
a bank like an even better year than before. So
yeah.
So 2 years ago was his like career year, and it was like 1,200 or 1,400 receiving yards. I mean, I don't know if he's touching that, but I think he might improve on last year. Just because of the opportunities he's going to have. I mean, I don't know if this Chiefs team's going to be as good as they were in years past, but if they are, then they're going to be scoring a lot of touchdowns, and he's the only guy in that offense I think Pat Mahomes really trusts to throw the ball to in the red zone.
Right.
Yeah, well, and I think I said this when we did the Dolphins. I think Pat Mahomes is. I think Tyreek Hill is going to miss Pat Mahomes more than Pat Mahomes is going to miss Tyreek Hill. So
yeah,
that's
fuck Chad Henne while we're at it.
Yeah, and fuck Chad Henne for sure. But I do think that like Pat Mahomes is, and he said today like there's not going to be a wide receiver 1. Like he's going to spread the ball, and I think Pat Mahomes is good enough to do that.
Is that what his apology was?
Yeah, he apologized to fantasy owners because he said there's not going to be a number 1. He said there's going to be a different guy every week, But obviously, but I think he's good enough to do that. And I think if you look at that wide receiver core, you're like, okay, well, fucking any of these guys could step up and be, like I said, Nicole Hardman could easily be like, oh, okay, I want to use all of my God-given talents, and he could be the wide receiver 2 or 1 there by the end of the year. You have, who knows?
Yeah, behind Pacheco, but
because
he's gonna be the running back 1, wide receiver 1, and tight end 1 by the end of the season.
Yeah. Did you see that? It's not football but baseball. Did you see that thing with Shohei Ohtani yesterday, where if you go to the Angels stat board, he leads in every hitting and pitching stat. So it's just so if you go to the Angels like leaders, it's just his face on the whole page. He leads every stat. It's so like sick. Fuck. Like, and they're still so bad. But but their defense, I think their defense, they've got a sneaky good defense. I mean, Chris Jones is good.
Oh, Sorensen's not on the team anymore.
Yeah, they don't have Sorensen.
Oh, that could be good for them.
So that's maybe +1 win.
Improvement.
That's like +3 wins in my book, dude. That dude gets burnt so often.
Yeah, Justin Reed is nice.
But they don't have a honey badger.
Yep, I was just about to get to that.
Sick. Who I saw he was shopping for kids in the bayou the other day, taking them through.
He's from Louisiana, and I think this is gonna be fucking insane for the Saints.
Bless you.
Yeah, I'm not
good linebacker.
Yeah,
I'm not stoked.
Justin Reed's these.
It's more the same. I mean, Chris George, Frank Clark, it's all right.
Here's what's going to happen is that their defensive line is going to suck again, and they're just not going to be able to pressure the quarterback. And
on the left side,
do you that like last year, like they had some fucking stinkers. They lost to like this Titans, like by 30 points or some shit. They went through a stretch last year where the Chiefs did not look like the Chiefs. If that happens this season and they can't fucking get their feet underneath them, this defense is bad enough to where they can lose you some games. And that offense is missing weapons that were, from last year. I don't know, man. This Chiefs team might not be as good as they have been in the past.
Step back.
So do you think they lose or win or lose? Do you think they win the division, or do you think they come in second in the division?
They're coming in second. I think I agree with you. I think this is the Chargers division, at least on paper.
They're 12-5 last year. They're
not winning 12 games this year.
Nope. I'm with you. I think the Chargers. I think if the Chargers can just put it together, I think they are just such a force. They are so scary. Right. Justin Herbert is so nasty, dude. And he's got like boyish acne and shit still. Like, and he's got like
he hasn't even fully matured yet. He's gonna grow like 3 inches still.
I saw a photo of him and I'm like, oh my god, you finally kind of look like an adult.
Oh, he's clearing up a little bit.
A little bit.
I saw a recent somebody got him some Accutane.
He kind of looks like a man.
Yeah, they're like, goddamn. They're like, listen, Justin.
Drew his first.
If you're gonna be the face of our thing, you've got to get rid of the pepperoni, dude. You've got to get rid of it.
Got him on that Clearasil fucking.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Proactive because Proactive just made your shit worse, dude. What a scam Proactive was. Yeah, fuck Proactive. Pop Culture Rehab is anti-Proactive. If you're listening, Jessica Simpson, if you're listening, I got beef,
bitch.
Fuck you, chicken.
And your lip singing sister.
Your lip singing, yeah. On a Monday, I'm waiting. On a Tuesday, you both still fucking suck. So like, it is what it
roasted,
is.
Bitch.
Boom roasted. Okay, so the Kansas City's sketty.
Catching strays.
Yeah, dude. Somehow we just went from Pat Mahomes to Jessica Simpson to
Ashley Simpson lip singing on SNL.
Dude, fuck their schedule before the bye. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's Thunderdome shit rough. Right there. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. They might not,
yeah, dude.
They might not be fucking hot,
dude.
Coming out.
Yeah, let's get into Let's just get into basketball, Stuart. We don't need to see this shit anymore. Take us to the NBA. Let's look at the Cavs schedule. Anyway, yeah, dude, that's a bitch. Man. I mean, even after the, Tennessee,
Cincinnati,
Tennessee whooped your ass last year. Who knows what Jacksonville's going to be? Chargers might beat you twice this year. Rams might beat you. Bengals might beat you. If Russ is in Denver, he might be cooking. Who knows? Fucking, he might beat you. It's just like, fuck, man. I don't know if this team's going to be that division winner. I can't see them winning the division this year.
Dude, no way.
This is fucked.
No way.
Especially with that hard ass NFC West. Like, I think they could lose a lot of fucking games too.
Dude,
because that's a division, and that's a division with some smart fucking coaching. And like, it's just, I don't know. I can't see them making the
Now they're gonna win like 14 games, and we're just gonna be like the one group of idiots that like doubted this team. But like, because Andy Reid, I always have a soft spot for Andy, but I'm with you. I don't think they're gonna be as good. I mean, they're definitely gonna finish second.
I would take a spicy take on this. I'd say they might not finish second. I think they might finish third in this division.
9-8. 9-8 is my call.
Because if they finish 9-8, that'd be fucking crazy.
If they finish 9-8 and I got the Raiders and the fucking Broncos at 10-7 essentially, then they're gonna be last place in this division.
And I'm in Chiefs fucking kingdom here, so I would love to see them go
Red Kingdom.
If the Chiefs go 9-8 and the Jaguars win 9 games and the Ravens go 12-5, I will tattoo Doug Peterson's face like on my chest. Like, I'll get a chest tattoo of Doug Peterson.
Week 10, let's go Jacksonville.
Like, I will get a big old Philly. I will get the entire Philly special play tattooed across my chest.
I'll get Jackson Duvall, their mascot, on my ball sack if that happens.
Dude, I swear to God I will. Like, I will go nuts. That'd be crazy. But
now can we say it?
I guess now we can end it. Let's put a stamp on the
We're
fucking
done
AFC
with
together.
this fucking division. Let's go.
We're done with this conference.